Hello friends! In the hustle and bustle of everyday life, we often overlook important things that we have come to take for granted. But what if I told you that many people dream of having what we have? They dream of a warm home, a computer screen in front of their eyes, and even just a cup of hot tea. For them, all of this is an unattainable luxury. Today, we'll embark on a journey to the epicenters of natural disasters, where people have witnessed horrifying phenomenon. They saw floods, storms, and tornadoes, and these events changed their lives forever. However, instead of losing hope, they have learned to appreciate what they have. In 2021-2022, there was a terrifying increase in various types of natural disasters happening all around the world. From abnormal heat waves in British Columbia to wildfires in the Mediterranean, floods in Nigeria, and droughts in Taiwan. Earthquakes, hurricanes, floods, and other natural disasters have resulted in the deaths of 10,000 people and caused economic losses amounting to $280 billion. Between 2000 and 2019, there were over 11,000 extreme weather events recorded worldwide, leading to the deaths of nearly 480,000 people. The material damage during this time is estimated to be $2.56 trillion. And now, let's take a look at some of these disasters. It's simply astonishing to watch these people calmly walk near the raging natural forces that are beyond anyone's control. Floods don't only harm people, but also damage their property. In such cases, all you can do is simply watch as the water carries away your car as if it were a boat. But it's not just vehicles that are affected. Houses often get destroyed as well. Take a look at this river. You definitely wouldn't want to take a swim in it. The force of water during a flood is so strong that it can easily sweep away a concrete mixer. And if you weren't impressed by the floating concrete mixer, here's a bus weighing several tons being carried away by the water as if it was a feather. The damage caused by severe flooding is calculated in millions. For example, this hotel was destroyed in Pakistan. Fortunately, all the guests were evacuated in advance. The foundation of a building may be incredibly strong, but flooding can cause the erosion of soil, and this is what it leads to. This is not a junkyard for old cars. It's the aftermath after a severe flood in the well-known city of Mecca in Saudi Arabia. Strong floods can also break through wide bridges, rendering them unusable. But it's not just floods that can be dangerous for entire cities. Here's an example of a massive snow avalanche that swept away everything in its path in one of the villages in Dagestan. You probably know that lightning strikes the highest point. It would be surprising if there weren't videos showing it striking the tallest building on Earth, the Burj Khalifa. It looks both spectacular and terrifying. Powerful storm winds, like in the Dominican Republic, can easily topple a van parked on the street. And this video shows the water carrying away not only cars, but entire houses. That moment when you definitely don't envy the owner of a yacht or a boat. Let us not forget that during a severe storm in a city, high-voltage power lines can also pose a threat. Such a high water level in a city can have catastrophic consequences. A large ship becomes a toy in this storm. Sometimes in the UK, it's better to peek around the corner first and only then step onto a bridge. A mind-boggling sight of houses of the entire town turning into uncontrollable floating objects. We must not forget that even with the incredible level of destruction of property during a natural disaster, human lives should remain the priority. Nevertheless, seeing over 13 cars floating past you would definitely leave a strong impression on anyone. The horror of a flood cannot be overstated. It can sweep away buses, buildings, and even massive bridges. Bridges are a very dangerous place during a flood, not only for cars, but also for pedestrians. Judging by the amount of debris, this flood washed away an entire town, and now we see what is left. Sometimes, You don't have to go into town because it can float to you instead. A snowstorm is one of the most terrifying kinds of storms. In addition to everything else, you can simply freeze to death or be engulfed by the snow. This is what it looks like when a river overflows. The huge stream rushes towards the local settlement. Sometimes natural disasters can catch you in the middle of the road, making it quite challenging to find shelter. I'm sure that you aren't feeling jealous of this driver, considering that he's driving towards 2 tornadoes. Another house is gone, and all because of a flood. These aren't some shots from an apocalyptic movie. This is a real storm in the sea. An unexpected flood trapped these drivers on the bridge. They were incredibly lucky that no one was hurt. Nevertheless, such natural phenomena look incredibly beautiful sometimes, and tourists get to experience unforgettable emotions. Sometimes people don't understand the true danger of natural disasters and take great risks for the sake of a couple of impressive shots. We've already seen what a stream of water can do, and now imagine its destructive power if it also has huge rocks in it. Friends, that's all for today. Like the video, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.